Hi, hello everyone, welcome to Techvarsity Module 3 course, and I'm pretty sure that you are so happy to be here. We are going to take a synopsis of what we did the last time. You are quite familiar with this code here, where we actually programmed links, external web links, okay, such that when we click on the text here, it takes us to the website we have pre-configured here. When we click on another text here, CNN, it also takes us to CNN website that we have pre-configured here. And finally, when we click on the NTA, it does take us to the NTA link that we have pre-configured here. And we had a dummy button here that doesn't do anything. And quickly, this is the preview of the last thing we did. And today we are going to be doing something quite fascinating, and that is what I call link target. This is the very first thing we'll be doing today. Link target. What does this mean? You may know that when you come to the preview and you click on the Al Jazeera link here, it will load Al Jazeera on this current browser. Okay. If you click on the CNN link button here, or the CNN link here, isn't a button yet? There's a button here. It would take us to CNN. But one thing it does is it overrides our current browser. So this website would be taken over by this website that we have clicked here. Now I want to teach you how to code your link to target it to go to a blank new tab. New browser tab, whereby this our web page will still be remain on our current browser. Then of course we would have new browser that will be open here for our new web target. Let me show what I'm talking about. If you go back to our code and I want this Al Jazeera to open in a new browser tab, I will just include this code here called target equals to underscore blank. Okay, what this is saying is that the browser should open this website on a new browser tab and not on the parent browser interface. So if I go to my file and I click on the save, then I go back to preview here, then I will go to reload. Okay, now if I click on this Al Jazeera button, before this time it will load Al Jazeera on this current browser and taking away our own web page. So when I click on it now, it should open a new browser. This should work, because if it doesn't, it will be highly embarrassing. Okay, I'm clicking it, fine, it's working. So I have outage of internet on my laptop. So now you can see this is our web page here, and we have our Al Jazeera here. Now if I go back to our web page, I have not configured, I have not programmed CNN to go to be open on a new browser tab. I've not written the link target code on it. So if I click on CNN, it will override our current web page. Let me click on the oops, you can see now CNN is there. It has taken over the web page with tagged B. Okay, so if I go back now, I have my web page. Now let me also program CNN and NTA to also have that. So I've actually written the code, I've copied it already, so I'm going to paste it inside the opening A tag. You can see this is the opening A tag. So inside of it, after the quotation for this web link, you just put it in there. Okay, then I'm going to do the same thing here as well. Okay, now when I go to my file and I click the save, and after clicking the save link, the button there, then I come here to reload it. Let us see what we have in. So if I click on the CNN now, wow, interesting, we now have a CNN open on a new tab. So this is good if you are programming a web application and you want to reference other websites. You have to pre-configure the link to blank target, so that once you're linking to another site, you want to make reference to another site, people do not leave your site completely. The other side will just be open on the new tab. So if I click the NTA here, of course NTA is open here. So we're pretty much familiar with that. So I want you to try it. It's really fun to do this. Okay, so the very next thing we shall be taking is what I call linking internal web page. Now you may know that we have been linking external web page. Okay, this Al Jazeera is an external website. We are not the one hosting it on our web app repository. Okay, CNN is an external website. NTA is an external website. Because what I mean by internal website is I'm trying to refer to the websites we have built in our first text module. You can see this. The first text modules, they are folder. Then if I double click it, we have our project. So these are very first web page. Okay, now we are going to create another web page. Then we are going to link from this home web page to the other web page. Let's say we want to create about us web page. Okay, we're going to follow the same process. Okay, we come to our code. This is our code. Okay, then what do we do here? So we already have this page. Let us just do something distinctive to this page so that we would understand, we will be able to differentiate. This is our index page. Let us give it the H1 title to be home page so that we would know we are working on home page. Okay, if I go here and I save it, if I save it, then I come back here. I come back to my browser. Where is it? I found it here. Now, if I reload it, okay, so what's going on now? I have the home page. Okay, this is my home page. So now I want to create another page inside our directory, our first app folder directory. Okay, so let me go back to my code. Now, instead of rewriting all of these codes again for the other page, I can just select everything. I Ctrl+C it, fine. Then I go back to my Visual Studio Code, or you go back to your Notepad++, or you go back to your bracket, or you go back to your Sublime. I love my Visual Studio Code. Then you click on the file, then you click on the new file. Now it loads a blank page for you, just like we did see this when we started with the first page we programmed. So I'm going to paste everything here. Now I've not saved this because you may know that it's a virgin blank text editor page. That's why it's showing untitled here. Okay, I'm going to save this. Go to file, save as. I have to find the folder that I am programming all my app inside. You can see it's actually shown me here. First text app. You can actually find yours on the left pane here if you are using Windows. Maybe you have saved, you've created the folder on the desktop or document. You can actually find them here. So I'm inside the folder already. So I will have to change this name here to about us.html. Okay, that is another web page that we are saving. Then I'll be teaching you how to link from one web page to another web page. Okay, so I'm gonna do this now. Interesting. I'm gonna click the save button. Then now you may know that we now have two text editor files here. We have the index.html, which is our home page. We have the about HTML. Now we have to change. We have the content we copied from the index.html down here. So we have to change the content to make it distinctive. Okay, we have to change this about us. Okay, then we also have to change. Okay, might just leave this here. Okay, let's just leave this here. Okay, so okay, I can take away this code. I can leave this code. Okay, let me just leave this code. Okay, let's see. We are just changing the about us here, so I will know this is about us page. And let me write something distinctive to make it quite different. On the H1, let me write. Let me change the color. Just want to make it different. You might not change it, or you already know the code to do that. Okay, color red. Okay, so now I go to my file and I click save. Now you may know that on our browser we have we have only opened the home page on our browser. So for us to open the about us page, then we can actually go back to our folder. You can see we now have two files here because we have saved about us page. This is interesting. We now have multiple web pages on our folder that is harboring our app. So when I double click this or I open with the browser. Now you can see this about us page. Okay, you can see this. I can make it. Let me increase it. Yeah, you can see it pretty well now. You can see about us page, and this is our home page. This is interesting, isn't it? Okay, so the content are still the same. If you want to edit the content here, we have to go back to about us page. When we want to edit the content on the home page, we have to go back to the index page here on our Visual Studio Code or your text editor. This is pretty much interesting. Now let me show you something quite fascinating. This is our home page. You know, I want to be able to link from this home page to this guy here. Now let me show you something cool. From my text editor, I go back to my home, to my index page, my home page. Then right below the H1 tag for the home page, I want to write something called, maybe let me use H6, okay, to be quite smaller. I would type something like go to my about us page. Okay, let me write it in proper English so that some people will sue me for violating grammatical integrity. Okay, now go to our about us page. Now if I click this and I save it, and you may notice something. We are working on the index HTML, not the about HTML. Index HTML. Okay, now if I go back to preview it, this is my index page, my home page. You may know that I've not reloaded this page for you to show me the new thing. I've just put it in there. So if I reload it, fine, we now have go to my about us page. But when you click this, it is not working. We have to program it to work. So we have to write our linking code, which is the A tag code, less than a href these. Okay, now we have to, okay, we won't close the A yet. We'll take this off. We'll close it after we have written the content that okay, now so this is pretty correct. Now we have the opening tag, we have the closing tag, and what we want to have displayed is within the A tag. You're familiar with this. Now where are we linking this to? We want to link this to about us HTML. The condition is where you're linking. If you're linking into multiple local pages, internal pages, those pages have to be in the same folder as the primary, as the indexed HTML. This is what I'm talking about. You can see that all of the pages are in the same folder with this. Okay, on the same folder, which is the same directory. Okay, now I have to put about. You have to now use the name of the HTML saving name for the other page, which is the about us.html. So I put it here. If you are linking to Yahoo, put https yahoo.com. Okay, but this time we are linking a local page, so just put about us.html, exactly the same name we save the page we are linking to. Now if I come here, file, and I save, okay, so what happens? I come here, I reload it. Okay, now you can see there's a link here. Now if I click this link, yeah, I'm inside my about page. Okay, so now look at something I've closed. If I go back, this is my index page. Okay, if I go back, I see this is my home page. Now if I click on this about page, you can see it has linked me to about page. But you may notice something. The title for the index page and about page are the same. This is my about page. You can see it's showing it here, but the title is the same, B, and I want to make it quite distinctive. So I would come here. I will come to my about page first. I'll change the title to about us. I'll save it, then so that I will know which page I am. Then my index page, I'll take it off from B. I'll save it as home. Okay, so I also save. Okay, so when I go back to my preview, this is my index page. If I reload it, okay, it's now having home as the name. Then if I click on the button, we have the link we have just pre-programmed. We click it, it's taking me to about us page. Now what do I do now? I need to also link back to home page from here. I've not written the code. Okay, so for me to do that, let me do something awesome. I want to edit this button to link back to home page, this button here. So let us go back to my about us HTML page, since that is what we're working on. This is the button we want to link. Okay, so I'm going to write my my linking code, a tag hraf. Okay, fine. So inside here, what we want to show on the HTML that we will click to link is this button here, everything here. So I grab this button, Ctrl S, I put it between here. You can see that. Then here I'll put index.html. Okay, this is what I want to achieve now. Now I will come here and click save. Now something interesting is going to happen, because for the very first time, our button here on the about us page would be linking to something. So we're going to change the text here. Press me to go back to home page. Okay, now when I click on the file, I click on the save. Okay, let me go back to my preview. Okay, this I'm on the about us page. Now if I reload it, fine, we now have press me go back to home page. Prior to this time, when you click on this button, it wasn't doing anything, but when you click it now, it should go back to the home page. Interesting. You can see now we're back at the home page, and when you click, go to my about us page. Now you could just do this. You could also do something. Then go back to my home page. You could come here and link this button to somewhere. Try to have fun with this. This is pretty awesome and interesting. You know, in our coming videos we'll be going through something quite fascinating, linking within the same page. You will really enjoy the module 3 of the Welcome to Techvarsity online class. I will catch you in the next video. Thank you so much, and have a wondrous moment practicing all these we've done so far. Thank you.